Today, I'm going to show you how to make this incredibly delicious basil bucatini. It's drenched in the most beautiful green sauce, but I haven't used cream, I've used cottage cheese. And the thing I like best about this recipe is that it only takes 15 minutes from start to finish. That's my kind of dish.
So good, even though it's on my chin.
This is Let's Cook, the Waitrose series where we show you how to take a really simple ingredient and turn it into an incredible dinner. And today, I'm using cottage cheese. It's in my shopping basket every single week without fail. It's incredibly versatile and really great if you're trying to up your protein in your diet. I love to use it in a salad with some curry paste. Heat the curry paste with some oil and then I toss it with very finely sliced cauliflower. And instead of using really fat-laden mayonnaise, I use cottage cheese instead to give a really creamy coronation-style dressing. It's incredibly delicious. Then, tin of fish. Beat the cottage cheese in with the fish until it's lovely and smooth. Flavour it up with some chopped capers, some lemon zest, and some fresh herbs, and you've got a delicious pâté to go on toast for your lunch when you're working at home. It's fantastic in sweet things as well. I had this morning for my breakfast. A tub of cottage cheese, well, not a whole one, any fruit that you like. Just flavour it up with a little bit of vanilla bean paste, and then you can add your granola, some oats, and you've got the most delicious breakfast. Let's get started. First off, I'm going to toast some pine nuts. They're not actually a nut, they're a seed from a pine cone, and they've got the most beautiful, rich, buttery, nutty flavour. But toasting them brings all of those extra aromatics out. I want about 25 grams of these, so I reckon that's about that much. Now, pine nuts, because they're quite high in fat, don't keep for quite as long as other nuts. So I usually do the whole pack if I'm at home. Let them cool. Get them into a clean jar and then they'll keep for a little while and I can sprinkle them on soups, salads, all sorts. Just eat them just as they are. They're so delicious. There we go. Turn the heat off and they can just sit. You may have noticed that I've already got my pan of water boiling for the pasta. It's a big pan. That will stop it sticking together. Don't add oil. That's a myth. Now, I am a real spaghetti fan, but today I'm using something slightly different. It's bucatini, which is long like spaghetti, but it's fat and chunky. It's like a beefy spaghetti, but it's got a hole through the middle, which helps it to cook evenly. And it's great for lovely creamy sauces like this. Brilliant with a ragu or a tomato sauce as well. It might look like I'm not using enough for 2 people here, but you want about 90 grams per person. If you'd like to add some salt to your water before cooking, then go ahead and do so. There's quite a lot of salt in the sauce, so I've decided not to add any today. I'm actually just letting it soften down. Now it's nice and soft. I know it's going to fit, and I'm just going to let that fall in to stop your pasta sticking. It really should be on a rolling boil. I think I've actually turned it off. There we go. In the time it takes for this pasta to cook, I'm going to have made the sauce. It's that simple. I've got my parmesan here, Parmigiano Reggiano. It's protected status. I buy the best that I can afford. You won't regret it. You get the most fantastic flavour if it's been aged for a bit longer. I'm just going to break a piece off. And we've got to use a little processor anyway, so rather than grating, this is going straight in the small processor here at the back. Let's split. Taking ages. Still going. You can grate it, of course, if you want to, but, you know, save yourself some work. So, next up, lemons. I've got unwaxed lemons here. This isn't a vegan recipe, but did you know that waxed lemons are not vegan? So if you're cooking for vegan, make sure you buy unwaxed lemons. I'm going to add about half a lemon's worth for now. Later on, I'm probably going to add a little bit more, but I want to taste it first. Next, I'm going to add my cottage cheese, the critical ingredient. It's actually at room temperature. It's not a deal breaker if it's not at room temperature, but that will give you a really silky sauce, which of course is going to taste really indulgent and lovely. And I'm using just over half the tub for this recipe to serve 2. Then we've got garlic granules. Now, I love bulbs of garlic. I use them pretty much every day. But if you're making a recipe where you don't want an entire clove, it's a shame to waste it. So I'm just going to add about 1/4 teaspoon, and it also saves your fingers from smelling all garlicky. Salt, we definitely need salt. And I like to use sea salt flakes. They just give a really lovely bright salinity to a dish. So next up, oil. I'm not cooking this sauce, which is why I'm using extra virgin. If you are cooking with olive oil, just use a standard olive oil rather than extra virgin. Otherwise, when you heat it, you're going to lose all of those wonderful qualities that you're paying for. And it's in a green bottle to protect it from the sun. Next, our king of herbs, our basil. I'm just going to take a little sprig here and just pinch off some of the smaller leaves just for garnish at the end. Because it's so hot today, I'm just popping them into some iced water just to keep them perky. But the rest is all going into our sauce. I'm slightly overfilling my mini processor here, but you know, this is what we do at home, isn't it? Right, I think that's as many as I can get in for now, but we can add more in a minute when I've given it a quick blitz. Are we ready? Just going to add some more leaves. I feel like this is about to explode. We're not in a rush, are we? What's everyone doing tonight? Any plans? So it's looking good. If your process is struggling a little bit, you can add a splash more olive oil. You can never have too much olive oil. That's more like it. Right, okay. There's not a single lump of cottage cheese in there. Really good, but I think it needs a little extra lemon zest. You can always add stuff in, but it's hard to take it out. So, pasta should be ready. So I'm going to take out a little bit of the cooking water before we drain the pasta. So this is going to be your secret weapon when you're making a sauce to go with pasta. Having a little bit of the cooking water helps it cling to the pasta and coat the pasta and make it really unctuous and delicious. It's well worth doing. Pasta's drained, and my sauce, it's not actually going to get heated up. It's just going to go straight onto the hot pasta. I told you this was easy. And then I'm just going to toss everything together in the sauce. It's starting to clump together a little bit, so this is where the cooking water comes in. Don't need much. Oh my God, it smells so good. The intensity of the basil is just insane. A little bit more of the cooking water, and that's it. I want to eat some pasta. Let's get this served up. Nice little napkin to make it look pretty. In it goes. Oh my goodness. How good is this? Just going to twist the tongs a bit so we get a nice sexy little curl on the pasta as it goes in. So beautiful. And honestly, these portions might look small, but they are incredibly filling bucatinis. I promise you, I love my food. And when I was testing this recipe, even I was surprised that I didn't need more. A little bit more lemon zest if you want, don't have to. Definitely more parmesan when you get to the end. Don't waste this rind. This can go into a pot in the freezer and keep it for adding to sauces, soups, stews, that kind of thing. You can never have too much parmesan. Absolutely love it. I'm that person in the restaurant that just goes, no, keep going, no, keep going, keep going. Drizzle of olive oil. It's like a condiment when you add it on the top like this. Just adds a little extra flavour. A little bit of black pepper. And then, don't forget the pine nuts that we had at the beginning. Sprinkle those over. Should we have a few more? Yeah, we're going generous on the pine nuts. And then the little basil leaves that we saved from earlier, looking super perky in their ice water, I might add. That's it, ready to eat. How good does that look? I'm getting a fork. If you want to give this amazing pasta a try, then pause now, because these are all the ingredients you need to make it. Didn't really think this through, did I? Who wants to eat spaghetti on camera? Let's go for it. Gonna make some noise. Ooh. Oh, wow. That basil is so intense. Parmesan-y, creamy, silky, luxurious, and so much less fat than if I'd used loads of cream. Don't forget to subscribe now if you want more of these gorgeous recipes. Oh man, this is so good. I'm out of here.